So for breakfast today, we got 4 eggs, avocado, jalapeno, onion, tomato, some salt. Yeah, I said onion, and taco meat. So I would call this a guacamole taco. I don't know. Taco scrambled egg bowl with guacamole. It's got most of the guacamole ingredients. I'm hungry. I'll probably top this with a little bit of sour cream and some hot sauce. Alrighty, this is the final product. I think it looks pretty good. So I'm trying to get a walk in during my break before it rains. You can see there's some clouds out. I just felt some raindrops too. So hopefully I'll get my 5 laps in. It's a nice day though. It's peaceful. It's a little cool too. I like it. So I got the 5 laps complete. I'm thirsty. I think I'm gonna go make a little keto-friendly lemonade. Sounds good. So I just got back home from going out to Publix. I was craving some corn, so I was thinking about grilling some chicken thighs and eating corn. But then I looked at the nutritional label on the back, and 2/3 cups of corn had 21 grams of carbs. And when I eat corn, I could probably eat at least 2 cups at a time. So that would have been, I don't know, do the math, 20 times 3, maybe 60, 80 grams of carbs. That's a lot. So anyways, I decided not to get the corn, and instead I got a couple of bags of frozen cauliflower, like rice cauliflower, and with some other vegetable medley at like 5 grams of carbs per serving. So I thought that was better than the 21. Then I saw they had parsnips, and I've had parsnips before. Actually, I don't know. I had them in Europe and I liked them a lot. So I got a couple of parsnips. They are root vegetables, so I know they have some carbs, but everything has some carbs, but I don't think they're too high. I think they're less than corn. So anyway, once I complete this walk, I'm going to walk around the block 5 more times. I'm going to grill the chicken. I'm going to grill the parsnips. And I also got zucchini, so I'll probably grill 2 of those also. Save some for tomorrow. I'm pretty hungry too, but it's about to get dark, so I figured I would walk first and then I would grill. So I'm afraid if I eat first, I probably won't want to walk. So that's the game plan. Check out the moon. I think it's pretty weird how it can be bright out, but you can still see the moon. It's pretty large also. It looks like a full moon. So I was just curious about the carb content in corn if I would have got it. If I had 2.5 cups, which would probably be a normal amount for me, although it's probably too much, but it would be 84 grams of carbs just in corn. That's like a cereal bowl full of corn. Yeah, so that's probably why I loved it, because it had all that sugar in it. It's crazy though. You have to really look at what you're eating, not only for the carb content, but for how many carbs are in the size. I like how the sky looks right now. It's like a lavender, yellow, violet. It's pretty cool. My maternal grandmother's favorite color was lavender. I decided I'm gonna go off the beaten trail to try to get a decent photo of the lavender and moon. This is actually the road that's behind my house. Little pond. I think there's still power lines in front of the moon. I thought I could get over them. I need my drone. Oh well, I guess I'll take a photo with the power lines in the picture. Here's a better shot. It's got a tree in the foreground, but no power lines. I'll take this video for a thumbnail. This is lap number 3. About halfway there. Alright, so I got my chicken thighs prepped. I rubbed on a little Dijon mustard, great value brand from Walmart, my favorite. A little salt and some of that seasoning from Aldi's, the kickin' chicken, I think it was called. It's gone now. And I got my parsnips ready. 2 parsnips. I rubbed oil, avocado oil, onto it, and I'm going to salt and pepper it. This is the avocado oil, Chosen Foods. I was gonna do zucchini, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it right now. I just want to eat, so I'm gonna throw this on the grill. Got the food on the grill, and it's a grillin'. I'm anxious to try out the parsnips. I've never cooked parsnips myself. Let's see how that turns out. When I skinned it, it had a really strong smell to it. Almost, I don't know, almost like a horseradish. Parsnip is on the spicier side, so I'm anxious to try it. Alrighty, so here's the final product. I think the parsnips came out pretty well. I'll try them out and let you know. So I just finished up dinner. The parsnips came out really good. There was one half, the larger half. It probably needed cooked like maybe 3 more minutes. It was a little tough. I mean, it was still all the way cooked, but I don't know, just the size of it, it didn't really cook all the way to the core. But if you've never had a parsnip, I was trying to, like, when I was eating them, I was trying to figure out what that flavor was that I tasted. I think I asked AI what they taste like, and it said nutmeg or cinnamon. So I smelled the nutmeg, and it is pretty close. So I guess, I don't know. I still feel like I've tasted that taste somewhere else, but I can't think of what it was. But kind of tastes like the smell of nutmeg. I liked it. There is one, like, the more, I think I would probably grill it all longer. The more grilled they are, they get more caramelized, and they're, like, really good. But that was a little treat, though. Can't have those all the time. There's a rule of thumb when you're doing keto, to only eat vegetables that grow above the ground. Typically root vegetables are higher in carbs, so I don't eat root vegetables very often. Radishes grow pretty close to the surface. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I know radishes are lower in carbs. Like, usually people doing keto, if they wanted roasted potatoes, they would substitute it with radishes. So parsnip is most likely in the radish family. I thought they were spicy, but it wasn't really a spiciness. It was just like a tanginess. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It kind of, to me, I was thinking of the flavor of cilantro. It's kind of like cilantro, and I feel like not mint, but some sort of mint. So it's interesting. Anyways, I think I did pretty good today. What did I have for lunch? Can't remember what I had for lunch. It's terrible. Breakfast, I made the taco eggs. Oh, I guess I didn't have anything for lunch. At least nothing that was ready. Besides 2 sausages. They were the chicken feta spinach sausage that I got from Aldi. I cooked those up. Wait a minute. No, they were from Publix. That's right. They were from Publix. I think it wasn't spinach. What do you call kale? I think they were kale. Anyway, they're in my fridge, and I ate those during lunch. I think it was after my walk because I was like really hungry and I couldn't grill the chicken yet. It would have took too long. Um, Plus, I wanted some other type of vegetable to go with it. So I just had the two sausages during the day, and then I just finished the dinner. I only ate what you saw on that plate too. I did add some Sweet Baby Ray's no sugar added barbecue sauce to the chicken, but that's all the chicken. Well, that's a lie. There was like that small, like $half size piece of chicken was. I should have threw that on my plate, but I ate that also. But that's all I ate. I feel like I probably could have ate more, but I was full, so I stopped. And plus, I got some stuff to make a salad, so maybe the remaining grilled chicken I'll throw on a salad. I should hard boil some eggs for the salad too. I think I've got one in the fridge. Should do some more. I think I want to. I don't know. I really like hard boiled eggs, not plain, but I like doing stuff with them, like making egg salad or putting them in salads. Um, I guess that's about all I do with them, actually. Well, I could make deviled eggs with them too. That's a low carb snack. Although, speaking of snacks, I've been trying not to snack lately. Like today at Publix, well, the other day also, I was thinking about getting some celery and peanut butter. Not peanut butter, almond butter. You don't want to eat peanuts. Although I had peanuts last night at Five Guys. But typically with low carb, you don't want to do peanuts. Um, they're also inflammatory, like I mentioned last night, so they're not that great. They're not a nut. They're a legume, like a bean. Um, so I don't really know what that means, but I know that they're inflammatory, more so than a nut. So if you want to eat a nut butter, you can probably eat any nut butter besides peanut butter. There's actually Raymundo. He talks about nutso butter. I think you can get it. I think he gets it at Sprouts, and I think someone I knew, my sister maybe, someone got it from Walmart. I think, but I try not to go to Walmart very often. Um, if I do go there, it's probably for my spicy mustard. I love that stuff. Um, but yeah, so they might sell it there. But it's a blend of I think Brazilian nuts, maybe macadamia nuts, walnuts, pecans. I don't know. I've never tried it. It looks good though. But besides all that, I decided not to get the celery and almond butter because then I would obviously be snacking, and it's just best not to snack when you're trying to lose weight. Um, Especially, the people who do intermittent fasting, um, they obviously don't snack. So I think the longer periods of time that you can give your body, that you can leave your body without food, I think you'll probably be burning fat. So, although I do want to snack, I'm trying not to. Right now, it's like I feel full from that meal. Like physically, my stomach is full, but I still am craving something sweet. It's probably from the other day when I gave in to that Rebel ice cream. It was low carb, but it was still sweet. So my body's probably craving sweets again because of that. And then I had Chalk Zero chocolate also, which is sweetened with monk fruit and low carb, but a sweet is still a sweet. It'll still keep your mind into that mode of craving the stuff. So I don't know. I think I just have to. I can't give in to that craving, and I have to probably eat the sweets less, so I don't get this craving. But anyways, I'm hoping I see another 3 pound loss Friday. I don't think it'll be 3 pounds, honestly, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping for a loss. I just want to Obviously, you see that scale keep progressively going down. I hate weeks when it stalls. But regardless, I'm in this for the long haul, so we'll see what the scale says on Friday. I really am just, I don't know, my goal is 288. 288 will be 50 pounds since I started this channel. So that's a goal. I guess the next goal that's a little bit closer is just breaking the 290s. So obviously those two goals are pretty close together, but you know, I don't know. It'll be like a double whammy. I'll be excited to break through the 290s and get back into the 280s, and then also 288 will be a 50-pound loss. So I'm just looking forward to that. Looking forward to it and using that as my motivation, I guess. I am. I don't have to create a new goal. I guess the new goal. Actually, when I was 18, I guess. I think no. It might have been younger than 18. I think it was. I don't know. When I was around the age of 18, I have this photo. My best friend Sam and someone else from church. We were at a Halloween party. I don't know why I remember this, but in that photo, I weighed 283. And like now to like tell you how I know this, I can't even explain how I know it. It's just I know it. I guess I weighed myself around that time for some reason, and that number stuck with me. But it's like I know exactly how much I weighed in that photo, and I was pretty young. Might have been like 17 or 18. I was 283. So I think at that time, I don't know. Around, I can't say that was the highest I ever got, but when I was, yeah, I don't know. When I was 18, that was a number that just stuck out. So I think I probably went on a diet after that. That was probably like my highest before I dieted. So I think, yeah, when I was 18, I worked at a farmer's market around 16. Probably just, yeah, when I was 16 to 18, I worked at a farmer's market. When I was at the farmer's market, I met someone. His name was Jack. I doubt he's still alive. He's probably gone now. But he was this Italian guy, and he was like a butcher. He was a butcher. He made also some different Italian dishes. He made these big meatballs. These meatballs were like the size of a softball, maybe a little bit smaller, but they were delicious. He would grind up fresh Parmesan cheese and I think some other types of cheese and fresh herbs, and I think it was a mixture of different meat. And he would actually bake the meatballs in the oven. Just the way my mom made meatballs, she would always like pan fry them. So I thought it was interesting when he baked them. And those meatballs were so good. They were delicious. But anyway, I guess his doctor he said his doctor gave him this diet. It's a fad, like a major fad diet. It goes by many different names too. The Miami Heart Institute diet, the American Heart Association diet, and I don't know. There's probably other names for it, but different names and different alterations of it. And the one that I did, I can kind of sort of remember the diet plan. It was a 3-day plan, and the idea was you stuck with this plan and you would lose, I forget how much they said you would lose. I want to say 10 pounds, but that seems kind of insane for 3 days. I don't think it was 10 pounds. I don't know. However much weight. They said that you would lose a certain amount of weight. I think the first day for breakfast, it was like, now I forget. I think it was a slice of toast and like a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of peanut butter and half of a banana. Then sometimes they would allow you to drink straight black coffee, which I'm not a coffee drinker, so I didn't do that. or you could have just unsweetened tea. Then like lunch one day was two hot dogs of all things. Two hot dogs and like you could have plain broccoli and carrots. I think one night for dinner, I can remember. I don't know if it was dinner or lunch, but they would have you eat a can of tuna, just plain tuna, and then that was so disgusting. It was like I forced myself to do that diet too. I forget how long I did it, but I don't know. I feel like it was at least like I don't know if it was a year. It was at least 3 months. I did it quite a while. I forced myself to do that diet. um, there was one time, or maybe a couple meals during the 3 days, they said you had to eat cantaloupe too. And like, I'm not a picky eater, as you guys see, but I cannot do cantaloupe or any. The only melon I can eat is watermelon, and the watermelon actually has to be like ripe and sweet and crisp. Sometimes watermelons will get kind of spongy, and the flavor's weird. Like when it's like that, I can't eat it. I can only do watermelon. All the other melons, like honeydew, cantaloupe, there's other melons that are hybrids of those. I can't do any of that. Um, and in this diet, they would have you eat, I think, a cup of cantaloupe. And I forced myself to eat it like I was gagging. And I think I held my nose as I ate it. It was so bad. There's actually someone I went out to eat recently, a couple months ago, I guess, from someone in my improv class. And they said that cantaloupe is no. Because I was saying they ordered some sort of cucumber salad, and I told them I can't do cucumbers either. Apparently, cucumbers are in the same family as a melon. Cucumbers are actually fruit, they said, which I never realized that. I know I've heard like tomatoes are fruit and avocados are fruit. I never heard a cucumber was a fruit. But they said also that they're in the melon family. So I don't know. Anyways, that diet though is so rough. If you Google it, yeah, you could probably just Google the American Heart Association diet. You'll see the 3 day plan. It's tough. It's basically like I don't know. They made it seem like the combination of chemicals from the food like amplified your metabolism to burn fat, but it was just a starvation diet. It was like a calorie restricted type of diet. Obviously, something that you cannot do long term. But when I did the diet back, that was the early 2000s, I got down to my lowest weight was 202. That was my lowest. And I think that was from the 283. Um, so, besides doing that diet, I don't know what I did after the 3 days. I think the owner of the produce stand, he was doing the Atkins diet, which now is I don't know, similar to the keto diet. Well, there's different variations of keto too, but ultimately it was a keto. It put you into ketosis. So I think maybe I was doing something similar to that. I know. I think I also tried the grapefruit diet. I've tried a bunch of different diets. Grapefruit diet, the cabbage soup diet. I remember that. You could eat all the cabbage soup you want, but you can only eat cabbage soup, nothing else. That diet was rough. Um, but anyway, yeah, I got down to 202, and I can remember just like looking down at my body. I was in work, and I just like I felt skinny. I think I was wearing the shirt I was wearing was pretty small. It was like a large shirt, and just like my whole body just felt skinny, and I don't know. I remember that feeling. I'm liking that feeling. I want to get back to there at least one more time in my life. And I will. I'm going to do it now. So, anyways, trying to think why I went off on that tangent. Oh, I guess it was about the photo or that. Oh, I guess my next goal is to get down to 283 because 283 was like probably my very original highest weight before I dieted back when I was around 18. So it'll be neat to see that 283 number again. So I guess that'll be the next goal after I hit 288 and get back into the 280s. Anyways, sorry that this was longer than I anticipated, but thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment and ring the notice bell if you want to be notified when I post new videos. All right, hope you all had a good Tuesday. I'll talk to you tomorrow.